Hey everybody, Portly Paladin here again with another update. I know it's been a while since I did an update. This has probably been like, what, 3 weeks probably since I did an update. But there's been a lot of stuff going on in that time, which kind of explains why I haven't done an update. A couple of weeks ago, my father-in-law underwent surgery to amputate his leg due to some problems that he was having with an infection. Um, there were some concerns that he might not make it. It just happened to land on a Thursday, so I didn't do a video that day. Last week, they were actually looking at getting him moved from the hospital into a rehab location. So I wasn't able to do a video then, last Thursday either. On top of that, there's been a lot of stress that I've been dealing with at work. I'm a very conscientious worker. I'm very conscious of the work that I'm putting out when I'm working, and where I've been lately at work, I have not been doing well in my eyes. I keep being told by my manager and those around me that I'm doing well, that I'm doing a good job, that I'm right where they expect me to be, etc., etc. But in the terms of the numbers, we get these monthly reviews where you have a rating at the end of the month, whether it be that you have what they call an opportunity, meaning an opportunity to change. Then there's one below that one that I don't remember what it's called. Then there's meets expectations, there's exceeds expectations, and then there's outstanding. In my work past, I am very much used to being, exceeds expectations. And now that I'm here, I have yet to even hit meets expectations. They're telling me that that's normal, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I'm constantly striving, putting as much effort into changing that as possible. And so I've been under a decent amount of stress there. And then I also changed my schedule at work. They offered it to me, and I went ahead and took it. I am no longer working Monday through Friday 8 hours a day. I'm moved to a 4 10-hour day schedule. What that means for you is I will no longer be doing videos on Thursdays because I work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on those 10-hour schedule, 10-hour day schedule. So I'm now going to be moving my videos to Wednesdays, which is my day off during the week, and weighing myself in on Wednesdays. And that brings me to the next point. I have to buy a new scale before I can start weighing myself in again. I don't know what is going on with my scale, but my scale has basically gone crazy. Multiple times today, within maybe a 20-minute span, I tried to weigh myself for this video. The first time I weighed myself, I weighed in at 497 pounds. I do not believe that I've gained 15 pounds since the last time I did a video. Sorry, I don't. So I tried again, probably about 5 minutes later, and weighed in at 519 pounds. No. So I tried it one more time, about 5 minutes after that, and weighed in at 349 pounds. And then the last time I tried, I weighed in at 389 pounds. So, yeah, there's something going on with my scale for sure. It's broke. I was meddling with it, trying to see if I could figure out what was going on. I even used a 5-pound bag of flour to try to test it. And when I weighed the 5-pound bag of flour, 1 point it weighed in at 3 pounds. At 1 point it weighed in at 7 pounds. So there's something wrong with the scale. I even tried. I put in new batteries in it because it's a battery-operated scale. That didn't help. There's something in the inner workings of that scale that's just kind of gone wonky. So we do have to get another one. But I'm not really paying too much attention to the scale right now. I've really kind of just got to get myself back on track with these last few days of, or last few weeks rather, of stress and dealing with all these different things. I have really not been paying attention to things the way I should have been paying attention to them. And I know I've slid. I haven't even weighed myself in or even attempted to until today in probably 2 or 3 weeks. Since the last video I did where I weighed myself in. I haven't worked out probably in a month, partly because of the work schedule, because I used to go and work out on Tuesday and Thursday mornings with my friend Will before work, and now with my work schedule, that's pretty much going to be impossible to do that. I'm going to start trying to move it to Wednesdays, but just 1 day a week isn't going to cut it. So I've been talking with my wife, and we're thinking about trying to get a treadmill. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it or not. We're going to look at our finances and see if we can pull that one off to put here in the house so that I can work out every day before work. With working out on the other side of town at the gym, having to get up, get dressed, get over there, work out, come home, take a shower, get dressed, go to work. There's too much time to do that in the morning and still be at work on time. So yeah, so we're gonna look into doing the treadmill thing. So if I can get a treadmill here at the house, I could get up in the morning and go right directly to the treadmill. Pretty much right after my wife leaves, when I've got about a half an hour before I really have to jump in the shower. I can go directly to the treadmill and do some walking on that one for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes every day. Try to get some workout done. It's not a ton, but it's more than what I do now, so it's going to help. And maybe eventually, if I can keep it going, maybe I can get that treadmill up faster and faster and faster, so that half-hour workout I'm doing every day is being beneficial to me. It's actually helping. So that's something we're working on. But yes, I am still working. I just kind of wanted to let everybody know where I was at. Now that I'm done with this video, I want to talk about something that really annoyed the crap out of me, honestly. It's someone that follows me on Twitter, that I've met in person, that I've talked with on Facebook and stuff, and I've actually met face-to-face with. They made the comment that they feel that my videos are excuses. That especially recently, my videos have been full of excuses instead of I don't know, real information. And I know that YouTube sometimes will censor things, so I'm not going to use the words that I want to use. So instead, I'm going to say, screw you. Flat out. I don't care if you think they're excuses. I really don't. Because I don't do this for you. I don't. I do these videos mostly for me. That's just the way it is. I do these videos also for people like me. They're in the same position as me. That are 400 plus pounds and need to lose over 200 pounds to get to the place where they should be in terms of their health. And they want to be able to see somebody that's struggling and doing things what they're doing, so that they don't feel like they're doing it by themselves. Because when I started doing this, I didn't have this. I kind of don't. Really, there are some people out there that are close, but nobody that's really in the same boat as me. So I want there to be like the next 5'8", 500-pound guy that really wants to do something about himself and lose some weight and feel better about himself, to have somewhere to look, to have somewhere to sit down and go, look, there's somebody like me that did this already, that's been there and has been and struggled through it, and look what he did. He documented it, so I have something to follow along as I'm going through what I'm doing. So I have someone to model myself after, so I can get some support that way, because maybe my family isn't big. Maybe my family it doesn't care what I'm doing. Or maybe my family is big and they don't care that they're big, and they don't know why I'm dieting and why I'm trying to do all these things, and I'm not getting the support that I need to get. I can get the support from this guy online. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for you. I don't care what you think. I don't hardly even know you, and you hardly even know me. We've met a few times, and we've spoken maybe 3 or 4 times. And you have to say something like that to me. I don't see the need. I don't see the purpose. I really don't. I mean, you follow that up with saying that I'm a strong person and I'm way stronger than you could ever be, doing this thing that I'm doing. Then why tear me down? Why? I don't understand the purpose of that. I don't know if I ever will understand the purpose of that. But it doesn't matter, because I just don't care. I'm going to keep doing this despite you. I'm going to keep doing... No, I take that back. I'm not going to keep doing this despite you. Because I don't care. I can't say that enough. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing this like you never existed, because it doesn't matter. Things that you say to me and things that your opinions on what I do don't matter. I'm not saying you don't matter. You're a person, of course you matter. But your opinions on this, right here, doesn't matter. It doesn't. Because you have no bearing on this. You're a, what, 5'10", 5'11", skinny guy that weighs maybe like 150, 160 pounds. You don't understand me. You don't understand what people like me go through. You don't have the right to judge anything I say or do. Because you don't know where I'm from. You don't know it. You don't know this position. You don't know this place. And you don't know this feeling at all. Just like I can't go and sit down with a bunch of alcoholics and say, why can't you just stop drinking? Because I don't know what that's like. I'm not an alcoholic. I don't go through my day wondering when I'm going to get the chance to have my next drink. I can't sit down with a bunch of junkies and say, why are you still shooting up? That doesn't make sense. Just stop. Because I don't know what it feels like to need your next fix. To be willing to sell anything and everything you have to be able to afford to shoot up one more bit of the dope that you need. I don't know what that's like, so I have no bearing on that conversation. Just like you don't know what it's like to be like me. So your conversation with me that involves your judgments are out of bounds. Plain and simple. And if you're not the person I'm speaking of, and you do things like that, I'm talking to you too. If you have a friend that looks like me, that weighs as much as I do, and is struggling to lose that weight, your only purpose is to support that person. That's all. You have no stance whatsoever to judge them and what they're doing, unless you've been here as well. If you do not know what this is like, then you have no reason to open your mouth. It's just the way it is. Alright, so that was a little heavy, and I do apologize, but if you stuck this long, I just want to tell everybody thank you for sticking with me. If you're still watching my videos and you're still subscribing, thank you. Tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell anybody out there that you think might benefit from my message. It's nothing major, but it's something I do. It's something that I'm trying to get out there. But that's all there is for this time. So until next time, keep waging the war against your waistline. I am your Portly Paladin.